that's what makes, I just had a parent come to me just a few minutes ago, and they were thanking me for the change in their kid.
You enjoyed this meeting.
You're with people you can trust.
You're with people you can trust.
I go. He said, well, you know, what do you guys do? How do you do that? Or how do you? Because his grades are better, his performance is better, his attitude is better. He's more responsible. Like, he gets up in the morning, he makes his bed, and he irons his clothes days before that, you know, he needs to wear them. And he's just so like more focused, and his attitude and everything is different. And like, what do you guys do? I say, well, the first thing really is just to get them to understand that we love them and we care about them. And by Lowe's doing what they did, they proved what I say every day. I tell these kids all the time, people care about you. What I say every day is people are good. And when we're dealing with the kids we're dealing with, some kids that are going through stuff, some kids that are perfectly fine. But once they get to understand that people care about them, then they do differently. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to disappoint these people that care so much about me. And it's a community because all these people that care about them are different kinds of people, right? So to know that somebody doesn't look like you is willing to do that, and then to know that somebody that looks like them, like me, is also willing to do it. Because then we break down those barriers, because then you're not looking at this person or that person as being different. You and I are the same people to them. We're people that care about them. So it breaks down this thing again, like I said, this barrier that, okay, the only people that care about me are these people. Well, that's not their reality now. I mean, their reality is that all levels of people care about me. Some news stations covered the thing. We had like 60 volunteers from Lowe's, and I got to mention those guys. I mean, amazing, loving, caring. You know, not there because I just want to get a notch in my belt, but there because they really, they heard about. Chris Beisler sent a video of the program. I mean, of the tape video we had done. He sent it to all the stores, and people saw it, and they're like, I want to go. So they went in and they put in countertops or workstations for the classroom. They painted one wall, and it's like a chalkboard paint, so we can teach classes in those rooms. They put petitions and stuff in for that. Then they gave us a new refrigerator, new stove, and I didn't know this at the time, but they gave us new counters and new cabinets in our kitchen, a brand new kitchen. Then they got us stuff that I didn't even think Lowe's even had. A big screen TV. They built custom cabinets. They put hardwood floors in. They built a storage shed for us to put our stuff in the back of the building. They landscaped and they trimmed hedges. In the reception at the front desk, they built first of all, they built us a reception area. We now have a reception desk. You know, like when people come in, we look legitimate. We look like we really truly are in business. If you can walk in and ask for me, like, hello, I'm here to see Mr. Dave. You know what I'm saying? It just looks so professional. And so that's, I mean, I don't know if I'm sure I'm missing something, but they gave us a barbecue grill, and they left us hamburgers and buns so that we could use the barbecue grill. I mean, it was like all these, it's like every time we open up a door and we find a surprise. It also allowed us even more legitimacy. I mean, when parents and funders and people come into that building and they see how nice it is and what we're offering these kids, you know, they look at it and go, okay, these guys are serious. Folks that come in that maybe have formerly doubted us, when they come in and they see all this new stuff, like nobody's going to come in and do all this and then leave. And Lowe's allowed us to get all this stuff done without having to go out and put our hands out to a whole lot of people, because we're going to have to put our hands out to people and ask for help as it is, right? And it's just a huge blessing to know that we have somebody, an organization in our community that's willing to do that for such a small group as AMPED. I do want to absolutely say, thank you to Lowe's. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate the kids. I appreciate it. The kids appreciate it. It's theirs. It was done for them. You know what I mean? And so, yeah.